Okay, so I said I'd come back for part 3, so... Well, what was I going to do? I think I wanted to build the clear helmet. So I need aluminium and glass. I'm not sure where to find the aluminium. Let's have a look around. Ooh, that's good. And of course the glass is in a place which is really annoying. Hopefully when I have the clear helmet I'll be able to go all the way over where I was supposed to go and not like be completely blind. Maybe I can figure out what to do then. Now it gets really difficult to know where I'm going. would probably be good to have more health medkits, whatever they're called in this game. Don't really know where I can find the right materials though.
Due to the high toxicity level of the renewed painting of the spacesuit, the probability of your death from radiation is now lower than the probability of death from the suit itself. In this regard, you can fly to the evacuation point.
Great, but I probably should have built this one first instead of doing the other one. Okay, so my health actually goes up if I sleep in the bed, which I've not been using. Might have been useful. It's not bad actually, it goes up quite quickly compared to the rate that food and drink goes down. I guess there's like no better time to go. Presumably this time I'll actually be able to see when I get there. It doesn't necessarily mean that it will help me, but we'll find out.
The captain's bridge is detected ahead. The evacuation should be led from there, but there are no signals or movement detected in this area. Probably everyone died. With such an accent, the incorrect localization sounds extremely convincing. The information on the captain's bridge is classified in the database, therefore it is recommended to ignore this valuable advice and act according to the situation. The captain's bridge was badly damaged, but the main systems are still functioning properly. The door is locked. If you manage to get inside, there is a chance to send a distress signal to the nearest planet, or at least cake the corpse with the captain who allowed this to happen.
Okay, so there was no way in from there. I just got the key right. Do I have to use the key? Where is the key? Did I not just pick up a key? Help. That worked perfectly.
It will be a long day. While choosing the most painless suicide methods for you, a slight decrease in the background radiation was noticed. Surprisingly, your attempt to break the liner could lead to positive results. I could find out the nature of this phenomenon, but for that, I would need to disclose some confidential information of the Breathedge company, which contradicts the security protocol, so not a single spacesuit AI will disclose this information to you. On the other hand, this information is extremely necessary for us. There are a lot of stupid spacesuits with dead carriers floating around, so nobody will even know if you resort to the good old torture method, like the drill.
Get what information? What am I looking for?
No, no! I will tell you everything, I swear! Ah! Don't do that! Okay, let bygones be bygones. I suppose you don't think that a program can be afraid of torture, do you? I don't think it can either, and I'm definitely not hinting that you need to find an engineering shuttle. You probably need some explanations, but you cannot get because the corresponding dialogues are absent in the game. Therefore, you won't get any. In order to find out how you reduced the radiation, you need to calculate the coordinates of the place where the captain's bridge crashed into the liner. Breathedge Agency coffins can help us with this. However, we still need to find an engineering shuttle, or even better, the engineer himself. There's an engineering shuttle ahead. I wonder how you find everything so quickly. Is it because of my hints?
Lag.
Why do all calendars have whip? Looks like he was shaving with a chainsaw during the crash. I can find no other explanation for such damage to a spacesuit. We need one that is in good condition, or at least other parts of this one. I'd recommend exploring the area. Intergalactic forced exchange of specialists. Convenient, effective, but still remains a fantasy, unfortunately.
Okay, so I guess this is like my new hub.
I won't say any more as I can't break the security protocol. Looks like there's nothing here. Examine some other debris.
There's nothing here. Okay, so now I get more stuff.
This part belongs to the shuttle's owner, or owners. It's hard to tell whether the remains belong to just one person. In any case, this won't do. We need something below the belt, if you know what I mean. All the interior was torn out by depressurization. What a strange place, but maybe we can find something useful here. Not the most useful instrument in space. Unfortunately, this isn't what we're looking for, although I would think of getting a hand transplant if I were you. These are better than yours, and it looks like nobody needs them anymore. A witty toy with a non-witty name. The developers are clearly 13 years old.
Don't really know what the most important items will be over here.
The durability of the engineering modules is impressive. Even such asteroids couldn't crash them. This is it. I wasn't sure if the engineer's legs remained intact, but we were lucky. Unfortunately, due to the security protocol, I cannot tell you that the special magnets built into his engineering boots can be used to illegally open the back panel of Breathedge coffins. You probably need some explanation about this. I have no right to inform you that Breathedge Agency coffins exchange information with each other concerning obstacles flying by in order to avoid collisions in space. But collecting this information would help determine the trajectory of the captain's bridge, which in turn will determine the coordinates of its collision with the liner.
Open a couple of coffins. 0 out of 200. Why 200? I don't know where is the best place to go next.
Auto cleaners. I always thought of them as useless equipment, but seeing the size of this ball of debris they managed to roll, it makes me start to respect them. The trash ball mostly consists of electrical tape.
I have a magnet, but it doesn't do anything. What was I supposed to be doing? Okay, now I'm just confused. Do I need to like build a key or? So I thought it said just use the magnet. No, okay, I need to build it. Where is battery?
technology of opening the back panel of Breathedge agency coffin is commercial classified information, and therefore I cannot advise you to turn on the magnet, attach it to the lock, and pull the trigger to dislodge the locking mechanism. You'll have to figure it out yourself. You're doing great. You're almost there. Come on, just a little more. Do it before you realize that these mechanics just artificially prolong the gameplay. Such supplies of electrical tape suggest that engineers doubted the durability of the liner. Judging by the steady melting of the rolls, there was a fire in the engineering modules, but it definitely was not the cause of the disaster.
What?
Data acquired, but its analysis will take about 3 days. Nope, 3 seconds are enough. Apparently, the captain's bridge damaged the tank with mayonnaise on the port side of the liner. The mayo got pulled into the core's gravitational field, which increased its mass and decreased its activity. Bombarding the core with other similar debris may lead to a further decrease in its activity, probably. What's left to do is to find something with similar properties in mayo and not kill yourself with such experiments. Falling apart. We need to hurry. In this regard, I will calibrate the radiation sensors a bit. You'll be able to get much closer to the liner, and we'll assume that you are not exposed to radiation at all. Speaking of Normandy, your interlocutor has already mentioned this shuttle with survivors. It would be nice to find it before you actually destroy everyone. I will mark several interesting places that I found through the coffin notification system. If you want to open more coffins, there's a chance that I'll be able to detect new, potentially useful debris, while my anti-vandal program scares you with criminal liability. Thanks to your torture, I violated not only the Breathedge data protection protocol, but also entirely by accident. I repeat, entirely by accident. Cracked the data block, which I had insufficient privileges to access. From the information gathered, I can conclude that the agency coffins not only transmit information about obstacles, but also exchange strange encrypted data packets. Unfortunately, even when threatened with a drill, I wouldn't have enough power to decrypt it. You would need some military equipment here. Such tubes are usually installed in the liner's service modules, where they cut down expenses on artificial gravitation.
I need to find batteries, really. Did I put any in here? No.
This is working autonomous oxygen station. Judging by the number of antennas, this is either a communication point or a communication point from another side of the liner. In any case, there's a chance to find Normandy and the other survivors. Apparently, there was a survivor here, temporarily. Hope these antennas are spares and communications can work without them. Looks like someone tried to get inside the module using the shuttle as a battering ram. By the way, did you know that originally the heads of some battering rams were carved in the shape of a ram? That's an interesting fact. The chance of injuring yourself with the electrical tape is 46%, which makes the dispenser the safest tool for useless construction and wasting your time. Remember not to put the loose end of the electrical tape down your throat. The pilot entered the module. Well, partly. At any rate, his brains are scattered all over the corridor, and they most likely got into the vent and activated the airlock pressurization protocol. You need to find another airlock to get inside. During the explosion of the bridge, I managed to take measurements of your body to order a coffin, but it didn't come in handy after all. I'd like to note, you're in great shape. Keep it up. You're almost not so fat. Unfortunately, the skillful engineer turned out to be a less skillful driver. A vacuum cleaner motorcycle blueprint, stained with blood. A real engineer can repair even their underwear. A miracle of engineering. This vacuum cleaner flew fast, but not for too long. Something was being assembled here.
How do I go? Now it's going. That should help, I guess.
The service airlock. To be more precise, this was the service airlock. Unfortunately, now it's gone. But if you scan how its system works and get the necessary tools, we could try to repair it to pressurize the doors.
Can I actually build anything in here?
Interesting design. The wiring schemes of the steering wheel are even less complicated than in the pleasure ships. You can connect an oxygen station here if I've understood the blueprint correctly. Monitoring the condition of a working suit is a necessity, and is especially relevant in space. Interesting design. I'm not sure about its initial purpose, but we can secure the plating with it.
Well, yeah. Good game. I don't know. I'm getting kind of tired of this game, I guess. It's not bad, but it's just really quite repetitive. It sounded like it would be a lot more free than it is. It feels like you have to do very specific things to make progress. But it sounded like it was going to be a lot more open-ended. I'm just going to end here for now because I'll inevitably lose a load of progress if I reload from wherever it last auto-saved. I don't really have the interest to replay it right now, but I might like come back to this soon. Yeah, just when I have a bit more motivation for it, I think. It might be interesting. I don't know if I'll make more videos out of it, but anyway. Yeah, like I said, overall it's not great. It's an okay game. There are certain things that I didn't really like about it, like crafting anything takes way too long just to wait for the animation. A lot of the controls are not intuitive, like compared to literally any other game where you might press like B to cancel out of a menu, but in this game if you press that you start dropping all of your items, and if you hold a button down it's like it will just keep using items instead of only like responding to the button press once, which is kind of annoying because there's certain times I used way too many things or I threw a load of things away because I accidentally held the button down for however long when I should have just tapped it. I don't know. It's quite relaxed. It's not really like intense at all, so I guess it could be okay to just chill out and play. But yeah, I don't really have a whole lot of motivation to continue with this game at the moment. Maybe again in the future. So for now, thanks for watching and see you in a future video.